I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your Bullish Bit brought to you by Bitrefill.com, your go-to place to pick up gift cards, phone refills, and pay your bills with Bitcoin, both on-chain and via the Lightning Network. Check them out now at Bitrefill.com and earn sats back as you shop. Bitrefill.com.
Why is it useful is because Bitcoin gives people money that can be emailed that isn't controlled by governments or corporations. And unfortunately, not all governments and corporations can be trusted. In fact, most of them abuse their power considerably. So you have basically what is called the golden billion, which is, the people who live in Canada, the United States, the EU, Britain, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, basically a small group of what are known as market democracies that have property rights and free speech. Even in these countries, you're seeing huge transgressions on payments and on banking, whether it be in the United States with Operation Choke Point, or what you saw with the truckers in Canada, or what people have been seeing for years in Britain, where you can actually go to jail for a tweet. So there's massive erosion of human rights, even in what are known as democracies. But like, even if the golden billion can fix its issues, I mean, you've got 7 billion other people who live under considerably less trustworthy regimes, who are, either victims of dictatorship or, victims of some sort of interference by our own governments. And for them, the ability to tap into money that can't be controlled by corrupt governments who, in their experience, always abuse their power, and also can't be manipulated by corporations who tend to be quite exploitative. I know that we like to celebrate the power of free markets and entrepreneurship, but sadly, some corporations, especially on the global stage, end up wreaking havoc in poor countries, and multinational corporations have a really messy history in a lot of countries, and not least in the banking and financial sector. I think what I learned, a big lesson I learned from being in Africa earlier this month, was that Africa has not only 41 central banks that are not interoperable with each other, so basically like using money is a nightmare there, but also like 80% of all the flows that flow between Africans paying other Africans, let's say Kenya to Ghana, are processed by American or by European intermediaries. So this is what they call the colonial framework that still exists there. So you essentially have people trying to do business or send money to their family, and values being siphoned off, and rent is being sought and seeked, by people in the West. So that's kind of the system there. I think Bitcoin is useful because it provides an alternative.
Yeah,